Well, frankly, I didn't know the young man, didn't know nothing about his family. But by living in Glenn County and surrounding areas, the justice have always been a slow thing coming towards the minority race. I have 4 sons. I have none of them live here. But that could have happened anywhere. And if you look at the situation in the world today, up in Minnesota, a useless killing. Atlanta, Charleston, South Carolina. Then here not too long ago in Rising Daughter, over there. Justice have never prevailed in no way, shape, or form for none of them as far as I can see. And as we sitting here this moment, anybody could walk in that door right there and start killing and come up with a justification for doing it, and the law will uphold it.
As far as the way things been going around Glenn County for the 67 years I've been in this world, ain't a whole lot changed. Ain't a whole lot changed. Everybody looking for change, but ain't a whole lot changed. When it happened, it was kind of like just another case, and they didn't say a whole lot about it as far as the police or justice department. They didn't say nothing really about it. When I found out about it, my son told me about it, and then I read it in the paper.
There has been a reach out from certain people in the white community to show their concern, to show their wanting to stop of the racism, the police brutality, however you want to fix it. So I do feel like they've reached out. You do have those who feel like there was no wrong done. I would be a lie to sit here and say that the whole white community is just behind Aubrey, go Aubrey. That's not really how it is. There is some people from the white community who feel like it's kind of blown out of proportion. They were okay with not getting arrested earlier.
I think the biggest thing that I've seen have been people who are of the camp of like, well, we don't have the full story. We don't know everything yet. And it was kind of like, even with the video that came out, people will still say, I mean, there's more to it. He had to be doing something. He wasn't wearing running clothes. So I think that's pretty hard to hear in the stomach from people like in your community.
Yeah, that's what I saw. A lot of people just basically trying to justify what the McMichaels did and make it okay that they did that.
Yeah.
While they're talking about George Floyd or talking about what happened with Breonna Taylor in Louisville, they're still talking about what's happening in Brunswick. So the spotlight really is still on us. It's just that it's what's happening in all of those 3 locations is building a greater conversation and solidifying a nexus that there needs to be a conversation about racism in our country. And it needs to be beyond just, we need to do better. We need to understand that we need to take deliberate action and some recourse to show our citizens that, that this is a conversation that we take seriously.
We treat you like no other. We love you. We love you, Papa. Take the hate out your heart. Listen. Take the hate out your heart. We love you. They trying to crease us. Y'all need to learn some of this history. Don't worry about him, okay? Look at all our white sisters and brothers that's out here. The black ones, the Spanish ones. Focus on that. This is what we here for. We want justice, man. We can't worry about him.
No minorities allowed.
We here together. So they go drop some more bricks off. They can see the next old man that need a wheelchair to walk through. Wave at them next time. We good. Justice for Ahmaud.
That's right, Cam.
When speaking to people who grew up during the civil rights movement, their main focus is saying that they can't believe that we are here yet again in 2020, still fighting the fight. Blacks still getting lynched for the color of their skin. So they're just telling us as the millennials to just keep the movement going. Don't give up. Just keep pushing for justice and pushing for what's right for our people.
A message to give to my generation is that we have to make it better for the generation behind us. It's our turn, it's my generation to help the generation that's coming behind us.
But we realize that this is just the start of a long process. I think the citizens of Brunswick are very weary of the system because they foresee that had nothing been done, had the video not been leaked, it probably would have went down as another one of those things that happened and nothing got done.
This is just not a Brunswick thing. It's an American thing. We never said that all lives didn't matter. We just said that Black lives matter. They said, well, find a peaceful way to protest. Colin Kaepernick took the most simplest thing, which was taking a knee. And there was a problem with that. If you spank a child, or you spank a person, or you hit a person, you can't tell them how to cry. If you constantly beat up a person, you can't tell them how to feel. And if you've never been in that person's shoes, then you don't know the full story.
Well, the change is twofold. One of the change happens at the ballot box when you go and cast your ballot and stop having this apathy about it doesn't matter, my vote doesn't count. Your vote does count. Another one is to sit down at the table of brotherhood and reason as to how we got in this situation and how we're going to solve the situation and how we will never let this situation happen again. And I think those things are beginning to happen.
I feel like as a country, man, we got to stay together. As the African-American community, we have to stay together even more. And I think the biggest thing is voting. Someone came to me and told me in order for change to happen, you have to change at the top. It's hard to change as a civilian, but your voice and the way that you try to get change is through voting. So that's probably one message that I want to send, not only to my community here in Brunswick, but to the whole country.
Everybody's rising up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm proud of this younger generation myself, because they coming up. They ain't gonna be walked over, ran over.
There is a lot of unity here in this county. People are coming together from all walks of life, race, religion, professions, all coming together.
Unlike in other places, when we do come together and we do rally, there hasn't been violence. There hasn't been different instances where things have been broken into like you see in other major cities. I want to applaud my community for that. I want us to keep going. I think our voice is being heard a little.
During the other riots in other cities, and you saw a number of white people who were marching right alongside their black brothers and sisters just the same, because they see an outrage. And I think too, as I said, people are beginning to understand that that we in America, we got to be better than what we are. I mean, we can't keep going down this path. So we're looking for a change. But the time's now, as I said, history has seized us this time.
This isn't the first time we've had issues like this in our community, unfortunately. This isn't the first time our community has gone through some sort of justice or racial issue as it relates to, that resulted in a crime or a death, if you will. As African Americans, oftentimes we feel like we shoulder the burden for having the conversation of race. And when something like this happens, it's as if sometimes we feel that we have to wear two hats. We have to carry the responsibility of being black and the circumstances that we all are affected by. And then at the same time, we have to be very cautious about our conversation or how we feel about it, because those that are not African American don't always understand. And so when you look at what's happened here in Brunswick and around the world, in the United States, when you think about the Breonna Taylor situation and the George Floyd situation and Trayvon Martin down in Florida and all of the other names of which people that have died in similar situations that are not even discussed, that doesn't really make the news, as African Americans, we're just simply tired. And we want justice, and we want real conversation, and we recognize that we can't do this alone.
In general, I still worry because I know what the justice system is capable of. I know what they can do and what they do for us, toward us as Black individuals.
So when I was asked about this interview, I'm a person that, I love earrings. So I'm sitting and I'm like, what would be the most appropriate earrings to wear for this interview? So I'm thinking. So then I chose to put on my Coretta Scott King earrings. And then I'll end with this, with the quote that I feel is so appropriate. And it just says, the greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members. And that's what we see right now in Glenn County, the actions of the members of Glenn County.